Hello and welcome to the United Devil channel with me, JB. I hope you're all doing extremely well this evening. Apologies for being late. It's just one of those evenings. Yeah, tonight it's just gone. It's just gone too quick. So look, I hope you're all doing extremely well this evening. Let me know if you can hear me in the live, because I've had to rush the stream. I am just going to sort out my light as well. So look, apologies for being late. Apologies for being a little bit late. One of those things. Look, you know, I sometimes have to do some family things first. So look, yeah, one of those nights tonight. So look, I hope you're all doing extremely well this evening. Tonight is tonight is it's great to finally be here. Henderson is in the house, absolute legend. I've not even a chance to clear my glasses yet. So yeah. So look, apologies, I'm late. I went for some dinner tonight with my youngest to celebrate her the fact that she's going to secondary school this year, and she's got into the school that she wants to get into. So we thought we'd have a celebration tonight. So yeah, look, that's what I do. So look, first thing to say is, look, get into this amazing community. This is the best community on this platform, hands down. I'll always say this: you guys are amazing. We may not be the biggest. We are not smallest anymore. And look, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys are amazing. So thank you for being here. Please get into the chat. You know, look, be respectful at all times. Be respectful to the community. Be respectful to me. Be respectful to yourselves, and everyone gets on amazingly well. And look, I'm not dictator of this chat. I really do read out your comments and chats and that sort of thing. So look, get into the chat. And look, we don't always have to agree. I know it is frustrating, but you know, look, yeah. So look, first thing to say is Liverpool lost. I mean, you know, it's absolutely crazy. This season is absolutely crazy. This year, you know, look, Liverpool lost. I think Aston Villa are coming in. Jamie Vargas, legend in the chat. JB, my man, United 3, Newcastle 1. Sesko on a heater right now. Keep feeding the ball and he will score goals. And look, Sesko, you know, look, there were many of us, and look, this is not to have a pop at people, because people don't know. Liverpool, says Henderson. But people don't know, right? You know how players are going to be, right? So I think it is only fair sometimes, and I do get it why people don't necessarily rate players. But I just think the one thing that I struggle with is that when people call especially young players flops, and you know, look, Sesko, I'm just glad he's proving people wrong, and I'm glad that Sesko is now, people are coming around to the idea of him. And also, look, you know, I keep saying this, Carrick, for me, look, would I give Carrick the job just yet? And my answer to that is currently no. But look, with each passing game, it's going to be very, very difficult to say no. And the two things I've got to give him credit for today is he's playing Sesko. Mazraoui is playing as the right back tonight. You know, again, these are little ticks. You know, that I do have to start to give him. So you know, look, if Carrick wins this game tonight, you know, United, for me, that top four is absolutely cemented on tonight. So I think this is a test. Can Michael Carrick, can he pass the test tonight? Can these players pass the test tonight? And we're going to see. We're going to see. So we also have Sane Larmins with his gigantic head. Larmins is quality. I've got this. And look, we'll go through the team as well. Larmins in goal, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Yoro, Mazraoui, Mainu, Casemiro, in Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, and Sesko. I like that team. You know, Maguire, Luke Shaw, should they be moved on eventually? And my answer to that would be yes. But right here and now, you know, look, you know, I do think Alanga and Gordon and Barnes are going to cause problems tonight. I do think they're going to cause issues tonight. So we'll just have to see what goes on there. But look, we've got to come out tonight. Benja is in the house. Arsenal are up. Yes, they are. Arsenal are winning. I've never thought for a second Arsenal were going to do anything but win the league. Aston Villa are currently winning as well. That's not really helping us out. But tonight I think is going to be. I think tonight. I think people are going to underestimate that tonight. I still know De Ligt. What's the story? And Henderson, mate. The one thing that does annoy me, I have to be honest, about the way that we talk about the injuries to the team is I would just rather them just be honest and just say, look, De Ligt is going to be out for X amount of time. You know, like, I completely get it, but I just find it a type of gaslighting. You know, the fact that Mason Mount is still out. You know, there are so many things that I like about what Carrick is doing to this squad, and there are also things that I don't like. You know, the fact that De Ligt is out and he was apparently been Mason Mount has apparently been coming back for the last month, and the reason why this club will look to gaslight us, and they're doing it on Mason Mount. You know, Mason Mount apparently has been coming back. Mason Mount has been looking like he's on his way back for the last month or so. Mason Mount is nowhere near back. So, you know, I think we're 1 or 2 injuries away from, you know, catastrophe. But happy with the Liverpool loss. Yes, I am Benja, mate. And look, Benja, Arsenal, mate. I think Arsenal are and Benja. You know, Benja is one of the Arsenal fans that I do like. You know, as much as he wants to win the league, you know, there are some Arsenal fans who are, you know, but I think Arsenal are going to win the league, and I think tonight could be one of those pivotal moments in the title race tonight as well. I think that tonight could be if City draw tonight, if City lose tonight, and I think City have scored. Semenyo has just scored there again, so I think tonight could be a more of a pivotal night in the race than anything else tonight. So I am hoping for big things tonight. So let's see what is gonna happen. So the sides, if you have just joined the lineups tonight, are Lamans in goal, Mazraoui, Yoro, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Manu, Casemiro, in Bruno Fernandes, Cunha, and Sesko. Look, I'm liking the fact that Sesko is scoring now off of the bench. The fact that, you know, there are a number of I think significant injuries. I think De Ligt is a big one. I think Dorgu is a big one. I think Martinez is a big one. Mason Mount to me is not even a player anymore. So, you know, I'm not overly bothered on that. So the bench, you know, the one thing I did want to bring into the show actually, and I would have thought this would have been impossible before now, is Ahmad. You know, I wanna start a conversation. I think it's up for grabs. It's going to be an exciting race for sure, says Benja. I do think it's in the lap of Arsenal's. I do think it is Arsenal's to lose. But you know, I don't begrudge. Look, I've got a lot of friends who are Arsenal fans, and you know, I don't begrudge those guys. You know, from winning the league. So, you know, Mason Mount is Mr. Glass. Let Carrick finish the season, and Jamie, look, I'm with you. I think we need to let Carrick. Carrick says this himself, and this is what frustrates me at time about the fan base, is it what's the harm in giving Carrick until the end of the season. Carrick says it himself, right? Carrick says this himself. We take it every single game. So game, we're not getting carried away. Like I like how Carrick talks. I like how I don't necessarily like the conferences that he does in terms of I think he's very, very basic at times. But what I do like about him is I do like the fact that he is quite frank. There was a question that Carrick got asked, and again, this is typical fucking journalists, whereby where does Bruno Fernandes rank in terms of the all-time United players that he sort of played with, and he just avoided the question. He said that he thought Fernandes was a very, very good player, but he just avoided the question, and it's very smart. I think as a manager of people, I think Carrick is very, very good. But I just don't understand. And he says it himself, let's take it every single game. Let's take it step at a time, and let's see where we end up. So I like Carrick. I do. I just need to see this. Tonight for me is going to be a big test. If we win tonight, is it going to sway my opinion to a point where I'm going to want to appoint him? And my answer to that would be no, but it's still a big, huge tick. Even if Carrick was to lose tonight, would it change my mind again? No. Now there is nothing. There is no result tonight really that's going to really change my mind. Early to your stream. Hope you're keeping well. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I am doing well, and I hope you are as well. So look, we are about to kick off. It is all about to kick off. Now, I do like the fact that he's playing a Euro in there. I do like the fact that Mazraoui and the Amorim saga, we can have that conversation towards the end of the season. But I do like how he's not favouritising the Portuguese contingent. So I am. There are things that he's doing that I do like. So Voltemada's out. So basically, it doesn't look like Newcastle, other than a Wizard, don't really have a decent striker up front, really, to be fair. So they've gone with Alanga, Gordon and Barnes. United have got Larmans, Mazraoui, Luke Shaw, Yoro, Maguire, Casemiro, Mainu, Mbeumo, Cunha, Sesko up front, and Bruno Fernandes. My worry is that midfield. We have to start fast. We've got to come out and start fast. If we don't come out and start fast, we could be under some trouble. So I really hope Carrick has got into these players early doors. We need to see how Carrick reacts to a defeat before making a decision. I agree with you. The newest says Bruno is probably the best centre midfielder in the Premier League, just has the attitude which makes him hateable. I will come back to that, my friend. I think you make an interesting point there, but I will come back on that, because I do think you make some good points there, and I will come back on that, my friend. The only come on, let's just get this game started. So look, I think you make a good point. I mean, look, when we talk about or when I talk about your comments, I do talk about your comments, and if I sort of talk about them, doesn't mean I'm coming back because I think you're wrong. I will just talk about your comments because I do think that you guys make some fantastic comments. Now, I think Bruno Fernandes, at the moment, on his day, is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. At the moment, I think he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League in spells. I don't think he's been the most consistent in the Premier League. If Bruno can do what he did in the second half against Crystal Palace and Spurs, and he does that consistently. Bruno Fernandes is one of the best. And I don't even think Bruno is and I'm glad you called him CM, because Bruno Fernandes is not a number 10. He's a free role player. For me, the reason why I don't think Bruno is the best centre midfielder in the Premier League as of now is because I think he's too inconsistent. I think he's the best midfielder when he wants to be. And I do agree with you. I think the personality of him, for me, I've got a real problem with the personality, because I just don't think the personality is that of a captain. Look, I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a captain of this side. Scott is in the house as well. I don't want to keep Bruno Fernandes at all. And look, I think the Bruno debate is going to rumble on and on and on. And Henderson says, let's go. So look, we have kicked off. I've not kicked off personally, but this game has. So we need to start off fast. So let's see how we do. There's Lewis Hall, Barnes. That's a good ball by Tonali. Luke Shaw's back. Sky is in the house. Do you think Greenwood should return, considering his form in France, and we should play? Look, the only thing, Reg, I'm going to say about that is this. Look, sadly, my friend, when we're talking about Mason Greenwood, I just think, unfortunately, I think the situation dictates that he can't come back. It's one of those things whereby I just think that he just, I think he's done. Should we bring him back? I don't think we can. So look, it's one of those things that I think people are going to have their opinions on, buddy. But it's just, for me, I just think it's something that United won't do for a number of reasons. I think if he'd have left under different circumstances, yes, but I just think the way they left, mate, is just not gonna be conducive, is it? So, white socks reminds me of the Champions League. Yes, it does. Newcastle are starting fast. Come on, Villa. TS says, come on, Villa. Look, Aston Villa for me. I like Aston Villa. I do not begrudge them at all. TS, I like Villa. I would have preferred Villa if they were in a race for the title. But Aston Villa, look, I hope 1-1. Chelsea have scored as well. So look, at the moment, Chelsea won, Aston Villa won. So United could even pull further away. Rest said, you mean like the fans would eat him alive? Exactly. Oof. Come on, Lamans. Oof. Get it. Oof. Tell you what, Newcastle, that's a very, very fast start. Mix up between Yoro and Lamans then. Mix up. He can never come to play in England again. Greenwood effed up. Yeah, exactly. I said, everywhere we follow the boys in claret and blue, we can even conquer Europe in 1982. The Villa boys from Aston Villa, we travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Look, Aston Villa, brilliant. Tell you what, I don't know how Newcastle didn't score then. We need to start better here. Come on, Sesko. It says already a bright start to the game. Very, very bright start to the game already. 0-0. 0-0. Getafe signed him and then Marseille. I think he went on loan to Getafe, didn't he? United, come on. So United are going to know that they're into a game tonight. I need to see world-class Bruno Fernandes tonight. We do need to see that tonight. We do need to see the world-class Fernandes, player of the season, Fernandes. Newcastle are doing exactly what we said they would do. Come on. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Come on now. As we spoke about before the game, by the way, we've already said how the Geordies are going to play, and they are playing that way. If you look, we spoke about how they're going to play tonight, and they're going to use their width. They're going to use those wings. I'm glad Managerial is in there, but they are going to target the Luke Shaw side. They're going to target Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire. I mean, how slow can you get? How slow can you get? I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way, but I have loads of respect for United as a club. And look, Reg, if you've been to this channel before, I as much as you are rivals, and I've got ultimate respect for Liverpool, which I've always had. Whenever I make comparisons to the best teams in this league, I always refer to Liverpool as well, because I think other than us, they are the only team that they need to demand better. Go on, Cunha. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. That was a chance. That should have been onside. That's not great. Not great at all. Slip and miss. Awful. 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 That's nice by Cunha. That's nice by Cunha. That's lovely by Cunha, actually. Lenny Yoro. Chelsea have just scored. Chelsea have just scored. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 2. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 2. Joe Pedro just scored a goal. Chelsea are now winning. Come on. Come on. Maguire smashed into the area, of course. That's nice for Casemiro. That's nice by Casemiro. What do you think on our summer transfer budget? Well, Jamie, you've obviously missed the show, Jamie. No, I did a show. I did a show on the financial side of things. I mean, I could always do another show as well. So basically, I built a financial model. I basically built a plug-in that you can plug in Harvey Barnes. I think that our budget will be around 200 million. I think, but it completely depends. I think people have said that our budget's going to be around 340 million. It's a load of nonsense. It is a load of nonsense. One of the things that's really going to hurt us this season is the wage bill. We can amortise the wages, and we can amortise the players as well. But our current wage bill for players alone is 190 million. If we want to spend 200 million, including new players, then we're going to have to reduce the wage bill. So I think it's going to be a interesting summer. I think it's going to be a summer of maybe one good player, and I think the rest are going to be a mixture of those sort of squad players as well. We need and Henderson completely agreed. Completely agreed. We can get 2 good midfielders and a defender. Well, look, Jamie, I did do a show, mate. Look, we'll see, mate. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But look again. I will do. I might do another show on it as well, actually, and one we can maybe speak about it just a little bit more because it's not clear cut. Nadine said, "Yeah, come on, United, glory to United, and it's a World Cup summer, so prices are going to be crazy. Road to SSL at 99 to 6-7, love it. My kids love a little bit of 6-7. Aston Villa have had 10 minutes extra. That's nice by Cunha. Do a vid, not a stream on it. Yeah, do you know what, Henderson? I will actually. I'll do a. I like that. Why do Arsenal keep having a game in hand, JB? I just think. I think Arsenal I've just paid to. I don't know. I think it's because Arsenal have a game in hand because I think. I don't know. Is it because? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Jamie says, been on travel for work, brother, missed a few shows. Look, Jamie, mate, it's all good, buddy. Yeah, I'll do a show, Jamie. I'll do another one, and I'll plug in the financial stuff as well, because I know there are so many different things flying around that are just total and utter nonsense. United, how they start trying to hand them the Premier League title. I don't disagree with that one, mate. This is United. I think this is a very, very nervous game. I think Newcastle look like the home team. United look like they're relatively comfortable. Dan Burn and Casemiro. We've got to be careful. Tonali's that's a great ball by Tonali. Unlucky. I just wish Luke Shaw would get closer to the player quicker. Kobe Manu and Luke Shaw. I just wish that they'd get closer to the players when they close down teams. Lucky says, hello JB and Mods, great chat. This could go either way. Henderson, mate, this is on a knife edge. Agree with you completely. Tonali would be a nice sign for us. I like Tonali. Scott says, my old schoolmate Alanga looks dangerous. He does. That's a great ball. Oh, Casemiro. Oh, Joe Linton there, Joe Linton there just sold Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely just mugged off Bruno Fernandes. 1-0 incoming. I tell you what, Joe Linton there just absolutely fucking screwed Bruno Fernandes. He absolutely just mugged him off. Honestly, United need to be sharper. United need to be quicker, need to be sharper. United haven't started slow, but they've not started great either. Bruno Fernandes there got absolutely mugged off. Wasn't it long ago Alanga was on United's books? Yeah, agreed. Alanga's a good player. I think he's a great player. This is not looking great. Larmans again. Larmans. Well done, Larmans. And the most frustrating thing for me here, by the way, is that we spoke about how Newcastle were going to play. They play transitional extremely well. They're going to look to play down the wings. Tell you what, Linton looks brilliant. I mean, where's this world class Bruno Fernandes that everybody speaks about? Like, why can't it be that a Joe, a Linton, and Tonali can be in this game, and Bruno Fernandes hasn't been in this game at all? Newcastle have had 61% possession to our 39. Where's our leader? Where's our Bruno Fernandes? Where's our leader? You know, why is it that apparently inferior midfield players are playing better than Bruno Fernandes is right now, but Bruno Fernandes is world class. Toon have been handy if Wizard not starting. We are the away team. Newcastle are a very good team. I need Bruno Fernandes on this ball more. I mean, he's just. I don't. Mitch Legend says, "Hi, commentator. Swamped in the midfield as I said we would. Exactly. Mazraoui, that's a great ball. Oh, I tell you, Cunha is looking good. And Dino pivot, mate. We always talk about the pivot, Dino. Dino's right, and I think we said that in the live was that we're going to get swamped. Go back and watch it. That's the beauty of doing a live, and when we talk about these games and we talk about these things. I agree with you, Scott. I think Mazraoui is far better. If you go back, and this is why I like to do those streams where we talk about how the teams are going to play, because they go ahead and do it. I think we've pretty much been 100% so far. Dino Legend says, and that's what we said, that we were going to get swamped in this midfield. Fucking hate this pivot so much. I do. I really hate it. And as I said, I think today Bruno Fernandes should be coming back. Fucking Dan Burn again. Go United. Forza Milan says Mitch. Mitch is a legend. Oh, we leave off. No. Nah, come on now. I mean, that's a red. I don't know, Scott. I don't know. I mean, look, I know we need a red card to win, Scott, but I mean, come on. I mean, that's a deliberate elbow. I mean, look, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I know we need a red card to win, Scott, but we're clutching at straws here, mate. I mean, I do think that this has got a red card in it. If it's almost Luke, it almost doesn't count on Luke Shaw, says Henderson. I love it. Tonali running. I mean, that's lovely. We're getting swamped. We're getting swamped. Where's Bruno Fernandes? What is Bruno Fernandes doing, by the way? I like Managerial to the team, but he's also temperamental. I agree. United need to get somebody else in that midfield. We are counter-attack FC. I'm also going to watch the match now, says Mitch. This is counter-attack FC. This is counter-attack FC. This is going to be end-to-end stuff. This is going to be counter-attack FC. 100%. That's a great lead by Sesko. Go on, Sesko. Sesko's really quick. Oh, passing again. We need another body in the midfield. Look, if you watch how Joe Linton is playing, right, and I know him and Bruno Fernandes are not the same position, but if you look at why can't people seem to accept when you look at a Joe Linton, when you look at a Tonali, and they are apparently inferior players to a Bruno Fernandes, they do the same thing minute after minute, game in and the game out. People judge Bruno Fernandes on these moments. Tonali, and they're just so consistent. They're just so consistent. And when you watch those sorts of players play in a game like this, it just goes to show you what some of our players lack. That midfield is dominating this game, by the way. That midfield is dominating this game completely. It's the same with AC Milan. They also play so much on the counter-attacks. Tonali's been so sharp for them. Sesko's in the graveyard shift. Half them twats couldn't pass a year one literacy test, says Scott. I love it, mate. It's just... they're comfortable. Fucking Joe Linton is so good. That midfield is dominating us. We've just got no link. We've got no link between defence and attackers. We just can't get onto the ball. Where's this? No, I've been listening to people all week tell me how amazing we play. We play some good stuff, and the football that we're playing is great. It's just boring. We said it would be a midfield batter, and Newcastle are winning. And Dino, we did, buddy. We did say it. The midfield is going to be the important point. I always thought we needed to. I think we need to bring Bruno Fernandes back. I just think we need to play with a three. Villa 1, Chelsea 2, Brighton 0, Arsenal 1, Fulham 0, West Ham 1, City 1, and Forest 0. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe we're halfway through a half nearly. It's just. Boring again. Oh my goodness me. We are shit, says Tony Stark. No, look, Tony, mate, look, Tony, I find it difficult, right? Because I try to be very consistent on this channel, right? I don't flip-flop between opinions, and Tony, I'm not suggesting that you guys do, right? If we score now, I guarantee you, people will be, are we playing amazing stuff, right? Go on, Sesko. Go on, Sesko. Go on, Sesko. Oh. Nicky, we're not playing great, Nicky. We're not. Nicky, we're playing the same as we did against West Ham. We're playing the same as we did against the Toffees. The difference is that Newcastle, I think, are a better side. I think that we are playing a better side than a Newcastle, than the Toffees, and I think it shows today. I think the Geordies have a far superior midfield. Tony, look, Dino says this is the kind of a midfield Sesko needs. He would have so many chances. Sesko in this team would be fantastic. Tony, look, mate, I in this community, we do remain relatively consistent, right? And my consistent view on this team is, well, I don't think we're playing any differently to what we have done for the entire season. I think most of the Premier League this season has been the same way. I don't flip-flop from, and I'm not suggesting that you are, Tony. I've not flip-flopped between what I thought we've played them. Even in those games that we've won, I don't think that we've played well. And any time that I say that, I get abuse because I'm not supporting this team, right? We are playing. Oh, there's a card. We are playing the same way, pretty much, as we have for most of the season. We're not, and this is why I'm not overly concerned or bothered right now, because this is the way that we've played all season. I don't think we're playing. Look, we've played this way all season. We are Moment FC. That's what we are. We are, and we are. Scott says if Sesko had a KDB behind him, I agree with you completely. That's lovely by Kobe there. Go on in, Bumo. Go on in, Bumo. Last game he played, shocking, I see on Sky Sports. I don't have TNT. It's been a weird season in the Premier League. Lack of intensity all season. We had, when we need to break down a low block or a mid block, we are more suited to counter because we have fast plays. And Tony, mate, I don't think I could have summed it up better, mate. We are a counter-attacking side. And I'll have this argument with anybody. Carrick doesn't have tactics. He doesn't. And it is... Close the door. Out. Oliver. Oh. Ollie Ball is strong. Play shit and ugly, it seems. Look, but one of the things I do want to say here as well is, if you look at Bruno Fernandes, and look, the reason why I'm not calling him out, but he is the captain, right? Tonali's playing well. Joelinton is playing well. Where's this world-class Bruno Fernandes? Where's this player of the season, world-class Fernandes? Why can a Joelinton and a Tonali be consistent in this game? This is where I want Bruno Fernandes to be that type of player who is this consistent. He's done fuck all. He's done nothing in this game. He's supposed to be our captain. Newcastle, the midfield is all over us. Why can't they arrange this? Why can't Bruno Fernandes, the captain, why can't the captain grab a hold of it? Look, if you look at what he just did there, where is the tackle? Where is the intensity? Where is the intensity? It's a fucking joke. And you won't hear a peep and you won't hear a peep out of the Bruno Fernandes world-class tribe tonight, is ridiculous. Nicky says, do you think we're playing poor because of our midfield? Yes, Nicky. But look, our front three are brilliant. Our front three are brilliant. Bruno Fernandes in that free role is just, I think he just destroys this team. I think he absolutely destroys this team. Kobe Mainoo, I think he's a very limited player. And Casemiro is not playing well again. The moment Casemiro doesn't play well, you know, Sesko is a goal scorer. If you put Sesko in this Newcastle team, he scores goals. Our midfield, Casemiro and Mainoo tonight it's just not a good mix. You know, if you're going to play a two in there, you've got to have a Joe Linton. You've got to have a Tonali in there. Arsenal, the champion, says says Bragg. So Joe Linton, what a player, and Tonali, exactly. We don't have a DM like Tonali or a physical CM like a Joe Linton. Can't expect Bruno to play that role. Look, I'm not expecting Bruno Fernandes to play that role, right? I'm not. But what I am expecting of Bruno Fernandes is to be a captain. What is he doing? You know, look, the problem for me, Tony, is that when people talk about him, they say that he is the best midfielder in the Premier League, right? I need him to have more impact on games. He is a captain. Like, he can't just sit around in that free role and do fuck all, because he's doing fuck all. So, that pass then, what? Awful. Casemiro doesn't have the legs nor the bite to support. Fernandes says, lucky, and I agree with you. Even Everton smashed Newcastle there, says Agent Ancelotti. We are who we are. We are who we are. Look, this is exactly the same against Crystal Palace. We need a moment. Look, I know what we are. We are Moments FC, and we're still in this game. Euro doesn't look comfortable. I think Euro just needs a lot more game time. You're right, you know, Euro just needs game time. He's a crybaby. Oh. Man City 1, Nottingham Forest 1. So for you Arsenal fans, Forest have just scored against City. So Forest 1, Man City 1. Euro hasn't looked good all season. It's been poor. Tony says should have got a stopgap fix like Ruben Neves in Jan for the squad depth. Owners let Tony, mate. I couldn't agree with you more, mate. I think we needed a squad player. Scott said Bruno for Bellendor. But Tony, I agree with you. We needed another midfielder. And so far, so good. Come on, Spurs. Look, let's hope. We're going to need Bruno Fernandes to do something here. Can Bruno Fernandes create a moment here? We're going to need him to. We need him. We need him to produce something here. That's nice by Alanga. That's nice by Newcastle. On the break, fucking Joe Linton, he's so good. Scores, please. 0-0 at the moment. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 2, Brighton 0, Arsenal 1, Fulham 0, West Ham 0, Man City 1, Forest 1, Newcastle 0, United 0, Newcastle are the better side. Now, I am getting sick and tired of the first half, having to constantly say United. I think Linton is about 28, 29, I think. I think he's 28. Ruben Neves would have been perfect. Just would have been a perfect foil, just a perfect squad player. But what frustrates me is that we need to sign a squad. Like, I think this fan base is so focused on getting these world-class players, right? If you don't have a team for world-class players to walk into, it doesn't matter. We need one or two superstar players, but we also need a team. You'd expect the captain to have ingenuity and vision to call the game, but Bruno's mind is elsewhere. Might have a decent one for us in 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I like Joe Linton. I like him. I really, really like him. We just let's. I think we need to call this now. Anderson from Forest is just like a Carrick. I do like him. I like Tonali. I do like Tonali. Sky. I think Tonali would fit extremely well into this squad. I do. Can you imagine though getting a Tonali? But imagine having a Neves for 25 million. You bring in a Tonali. You bring in another player. I mean, yellow card for in Bumo there. Need Amadon, Casemiro, and Shaw. Well, fresh, mate. You crack me up, buddy. Tony says Tonali better than an Anderson. I think. I mean, I like Tonali. I really, really like Tonali. I think they're different players. I think Tonali is better defensively. Tonali is one of those players that you know is going to go to Real Madrid. You know he's going to go to a Barcelona. You know he's going to go to like a Bayern Munich. I think he's a great player. I mean, Luke Shaw's header there. I mean, this is this is just, you know. Nick Arutsu is in the house. Absolute legend, Nick Arutsu. I hope you're doing extremely well, my friend. Oh. God, we're shit, says Max. City are back in front. West Ham have just scored. City are back in front as well. I mean, we're playing flat out football. We're just playing City back in front. If the owners had any ambition, they would go get Tonali and Wharton plus a backup like Stiller or Neves. Tony, mate, I agree with you, buddy. I do. But Max, we've been playing this way all season. It just doesn't surprise me. We are Moments FC. Go on, Sesko. We are Moments FC. Sadly, we are Moments FC. Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 1. Luke Shaw's got a card. I can see a red card coming in. I can see a red card coming here as well. Luke Shaw's pace. Luke Shaw's pace there. That's all right, laddie. Fucking Ali McCoist. Fucking hell. Yeah, I know, Ali. Ref need to chill the Halley. Someone's getting sent off here. Bruno Fernandes in this game. He needs to grab a hold of this game fast. Even a draw just feels bad. Only good thing in matches so far was the Wolves doing over the Scousers. Sure looks like he's drunk running for a bus. Someone's getting red. Someone is going to get a red in this tonight. Can't believe I'm saying it, but we are missing Dalot. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think we are fresh, mate. Look, I'm not saying this in a blasé way, right? Dalot is not going to make a difference. And when I talk about are we missing players, a Dalot is not going to make a difference in this game. I think Ahmad is. We need another midfielder in there. We need another midfielder in there. Go on, Maz. Bruno Fernandes with his fucking flicks and kicks. Will you just fucking stop? Just pass the ball. Sure, we'll get a red. All players leaving a foot in. Someone is going to get a red. I think a Langer down that side is going to give Luke Shaw. Igor and Ahmad, I said to get him on, and we've got no control. Sesko's good. I like Sesko. Spot on, mate. Ahmad will take on players. I think Ahmad, we need those players. Oh! Well done, Kobe. Ahmad. I've got to say this. I don't know. Who would I take off? I would probably. You know what I'd do? I would take off Bruno. I'd put Cunha in that 10 and I'd make Cunha run back because Cunha likes to play deep anyway. I'd put Ahmad on the left and Mbumo on the right, keep Sesko up front, bring Bruno off and put Cunha as that free role. So then you'd have a midfield of Casemiro, Kobe Mainoo and then Cunha. But then Cunha could come back because Cunha will do the defensive work. So I would bring off Fernandes. Ronnie Picker. Ronnie Pickering, mate. Ronnie Pickering. I've seen that video. Scott is on it. Actually says Sesko off, Ahmad on. You just got yourself hammered. Exactly. I think we need Sesko on. I would take Bruno Fernandes. I'm Ronnie Pickering. Oh yeah? Who's Ronnie Pickering? Me. I'm Ronnie Pickering. Who? Me, I'm Ronnie Pickering. Who's that? Me. Who? Ronnie Pickering. Me. I'm Ronnie Pickering. Love it. Alright. Go on, Cunha. Cunha's been good in this game. Go on. Oh! Should be 1-0. Should be 1-0. Oh, what are you... Fucking hell. What is he doing there? What is he doing there, mate? What is he doing? What is he doing? Fucking hell. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, Brian. Brian's no Ronnie Pickering, is he? Fucking hell. Oh. Nah, leave off. Nah. Ooh. I told you, didn't I? I told you, red card. Told you, red card. I told you, fucking Moments FC. I told you, Moments FC. Red card. Nah, that how can you send him off for that? I mean, come on. Honestly, I said Moments FC. I was talking about red cards. I said the red card against Spurs. Honestly, that's fucking harsh. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Look, You watch Bruno Fernandes now run the show. You watch him. Not a fucking sniff of the ball. Chelsea 4, Aston Villa 1. Danny is in the house, legend. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 4. All right. Holy moly. That's a penalty. Fucking Bruno Fernandes. Fuck off. Oh. It's a penalty. Oh. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Oh, someone take him off. Fucking take him off. Yeah, but the thing is, this is why I know. But look, Dino, I've been saying this the whole fucking season about him. That is our leader. He's not a captain. We need Larmins now. Newcastle 1, Man United 0. Fuck's sake. 1-0. Shocking. Fucking jokers. I just... the thing is, though, like Scott, whilst I do agree with you, Scott, I do agree with you on that one. But then if you look at the Crystal Palace penalty, right? Do I think that the Crystal Palace penalty was a penalty? You can argue yes, but the thing is, though, you know, we're going to get soft penalties and other people. So I thought the penalty that we got against Palace, was it harsh? Yes, but now we've got one against us. So this is why when we talk about pens, I mean, Dino, I'm not lost for words. Seen this time and time again. Seen this all season, mate. Seen this all season long. Seen this all season long. Hijack says, I hate Anthony Gordon, traitor and overrated. 10 men and this score straight away. Nicky T. John says, I didn't expect anything else from this team. And John, we will talk about this as well. Second half. Fresh says, Gordon is a strange looking dude. Well deserved though. Newcastle deserved to be ahead. Forest score back. United have only lost 1 of 8 when they went behind. But saying that Newcastle sit back in the second half, they're not sitting back though. They're not sitting back. They're not sitting back. I mean, Harvey Barnes is brilliant. We need Cunha. We need to make the extra man count. Go on, Mazraoui. Tell you what, there is going to be more than one red. We need to put crosses into the box to Sesko. Agreed, Scott. Agreed, mate. Agreed. Let's see if we can get a goal before half time. Get in there! Yes! Get in there! Get in there! Come on, Casemiro! Oh, fuck's sake. can always back Castle Sesko to grab one. Look, again, there is a lot world class. Oh yeah, I am behind. I was on time, and now I'm behind. Well, look. Oh, fucking hell. Look, where do we even begin? And I've got to be honest. I'm just watching on a PC. I'm watching it on a PC. I was bang up to date. And then for whatever reason it slows down. But look, I mean, where do we begin? Where do we even begin? Right? Look, it is. Look, we've. I just find this team so frustrating. Look, I'll give you an example. Right? I'll give you an example. Look, I'm not. You know, I can't be one of these people. Look, do we deserve to draw at the moment? No, but does it really matter? You know, look, I know what I say, and I remember the things that I say, and I say this: I don't care if we win scrappy. It is not good. And look, I'm happy. Look, am I happy with this team performance? No. Am I happy with this team? No. Am I happy with the situation? No. Am I happy that we're winning? Yes. What is the most important thing tonight is 3 points. But the reason why this is so important, Grace, and I have just seen your the message there, and the reason why this is so important, right? The reason why this is so important is because next season we're not going to be this lucky again. We're not going to be, you know. And look, let's not pretend that. Look, if we fast forward to next season and we play this style of play in the Champions League, we play this style of play in the Premier League next season, we're not going to be able to do this. And this is what I mean about Carrick. If Carrick had have come here tonight and we would be dominating the play and we'd have been playing in a different sort of way, dominating a game, 1-1, different story, right? But this is why I want to wait until the end of the season before talking about giving Carrick the job. 1-1, is it a fair reflection on the game? No. It doesn't matter. You know, look, and I think the thing for me that epitomises this season, and I think the thing for me that epitomises where we are, is Bruno Fernandes, right? Not in this game at all. Not in this game one bit, right? Tonali making him look like a mug. I mean, he got turned inside and out a couple of times, right? But you give him a free kick, and what does he do? So Bruno Fernandes has got another assist, you know, and this is what I mean. Is Bruno Fernandes the reason why he's got to play? It's because he does that. You know, I think he impacts this team. But again, you know, he's been crap all game. We've been crap all game. But yet, we get a moment, we get a red card, we get a free kick, we get a corner. And we tend to take our chances. Look, we have played like this all season. Right? Am I happy right now? No. Am I happy if we walk away from here with a point playing in this way? Yes. Am I happy if we win? Yes. But let's not start having this conversation that Carrick should be getting this job. Should he fuck right now? Like, no. not based on this. No, again, I've had people in this chat. I've seen things and read things and hear people talk, and they've said, "Oh, like we're playing this amazing style of football." What are people seeing that I'm not? Like, is our counter attack fantastic at times? Yes, but what about the other 80%? What about our pivot? What about that Casemiro's goal? Like, the reason why Casemiro scores that goal is because his brain is so good. His legs have gone, but his brain is so good. Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo have been shit today. Bruno Fernandes today has been crap again today. Look, this is what we are. We are Moments FC. Tactically wise, Carrick doesn't have any. And I am prepared to have that argument with anybody. I mean, Carrick tactically doesn't have any. I mean, if somebody can tell me, other than a version, like other than a tweak of a 4-4-2, other than a tweak of a 4-3-3 Ollie counter attack ball, I want to know what you guys are seeing that I'm not seeing, because I don't see a tactical switch. I keep seeing being told. I keep saying that being told that Carrick is making a switch. All I hear from Carrick is how the tactics the tactics are there. He gives these complex instructions to the players, and in a simplistic way. I don't get it. I leave the chat handle that. I'll leave the chat. Carrick has been a lucky manager, says Henderson. What I keep saying is this, and you guys can correct me here if I'm wrong, but this is what I keep saying is this. When we talk about the manager position, right, and I talk about what I want in a coach. And when Michael Carrick talks about, all Michael Carrick talks about is the boys, the lads. When he's talking about the lads, the boys, how they feel, like their feelings are brilliant. He never talks about performance. He never talks about tactics, right? The problem that this team has got is it is an emotional team. And whilst I do agree that you've got to have a togetherness, you've got to be emotionally connected, you can still be a good team if tactically you are set up correctly. This team tactically isn't. So it relies on emotion. It relies on people, if, for example, a free kick doesn't go quite rightly and somebody gets the hump, tactically there isn't anything there. They just rely on their emotions. If they're sad, they don't play well. If they're happy, they do. And Carrick has got that. And I'm not sure whether Carrick is aware of that, because he knows the players that he's got, or whether that is just his style of management. Let's have a little look. Anyone else want to be a clown will easily ban you, so leave for a few minutes. And Bruno gives away a penalty. Game aside, Simon Jordan. Bluey, I'm not going to get into that much, because obviously I've not heard about what he said. But if that is true, then I think it's a very, very dangerous. There are things that I won't necessarily talk about, and there are things that I won't necessarily, comment on. I will comment on the fact that if Simon Jordan has said that, then I think that's a very, very naive thing to say. Because, it doesn't matter what faith you are, doesn't matter what faith you are, what sexuality you are, if someone needs to stop for water, they need to fucking stop for water. So, if Simon Jordan has said that, I think he's very, very, very naive person, and he'd be quick enough to call out, certain people over the things that they say. So Bluey Games, if under the context that you'll say in there, and that's what he said, then Simon Jordan needs to apologise, because I don't think it matters. You can't help what you're born into. And if what you're born into means that you need a drink, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, is it when VAR has to stop for 7 minutes because their microphones don't work, what is the harm in stopping for players who follow a particular style of life to stop for water? What is more important, people stopping for water or referees who can't referee a game without a fucking microphone? So I think Simon Jordan on that is a total fucking idiot, because if someone needs to stop for water, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, you need fucking water to survive. So Simon Jordan there, I mean, he's obviously, what a fucking idiot. What a fucking idiot. So look, if that's what he said, he's a fucking idiot. Simon has said it on his YouTube short. The guy next to him said VAR takes longer than Ramadan. Exactly my point. Bluey Games, exactly my point, right? Anybody with a brain cell, right? It doesn't matter what your agenda is, right? If someone needs water, you give them water, right? And you're right, it takes longer for VAR to check a penalty or to check a goal than for somebody to take a drink of water. I mean, what a fucking idiot. I mean, Simon fucking Jordan. I mean, I mean, look, what an absolute fucking spoon. Jesus. Grace said, JB, I've been bullied by Wilson. What are you going to do about it? I have reported her, Grace, to your parents. I've reported him or her to the school, and tomorrow they're going to take her into the office, or take him or her to and have a word. Simon Jordan is a cheap mouth, yeah, and I don't agree. Stay out of the war, England, mate. Yeah, we definitely need to. Let me sort out the time. Stop the clock. 45. Set changes. Boom. Grace says, F will hate Arsenal. I'll go 100% if they're willing to give me a gun. Imagine having to fight for Arsenal. Come to the States, Scott. You'll get a gun anywhere. Never mind. Talk Sport. Upload. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find out things that he said, and I'll put it up on YouTube, mate. Because look, there are certain things that people say, right? And I think he needs to apologise for that. Absolute idiot. So are Newcastle now going to go to a low block? Will Newcastle go to a low block? Didn't United lose to Arsenal 4-1 last time? I think Maguire was going to score the winner. No, we won their reverse fixture, I think. I'll take a Maguire winner as long as it's for United. Imagine having to fight for a Maguire winner. Jesus. Winner, guys, we should be talking about hat-tricks or braces. 10 minutes. Do you know what? Bluey Games, I don't think I could have summed it up better. I think you're right. We should be talking about braces and hat-tricks and not injury time winners by 32-year-old centre backs. And look, I know it's a joke, but Bluey Games, I think he's spot on. We should be talking about braces and winners instead of talking about fucking Harry Maguire pedders. Shocking. Aston Villa have just been pummeled. Are getting pummeled. It looks like tonight, as again, I know I keep saying this, I think tonight could be pivotal. I think tonight could be pivotal in title race. I think tonight could be absolutely pivotal tonight. It would be ridiculous. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. We started the half like we're going to make it difficult. You know, we're playing against 10 men, and I think they'll go for a low to mid block, and I think we're going to have to try to break down a low to mid block. Go on, Managerial. We need width. We just need width in this game. That's it. Get in to the box. I'm sick of this side to side shit. Come on, Carrick. Not been on for a bit, Benja. That's Emery's way of saying I'm no good, Real Madrid. Well, I tell you what. If Aston Villa sack him, I'll happily take him. Having a banter with a Newcastle fan, I told him I'm from the north. I'm from the northeast. I told him I'm from the northeast. Nicky cracked me up. Oh, come on. I don't care how we do this. I think Arsenal have just gone and won the Premier League tonight. Go on, Sesko. Go on, Bumo. Come on. No. Tell you what, West Ham have won. That is not good for Spurs. That is not good for Spurs. Tell you what, Spurs are in it. Spurs are in a relegation race. Crazy. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Right. Right, come on, Carrick, show us your tactics. Henderson, I tell you what, Spurs. I mean, I think it would be the biggest upset I think since I think us in 1974, 75. I think we went down. Tonali, absolute running it, man. Tonali just absolute running it. Tudor was already so bad at Juventus. Right, come on. This is it. Go on, Cunha. Oh. Yeah, but Bruno, mate, like... Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes just confuses the situation. He really does. He really does. Just confuses the situation so much. Tell you what. We can just win. We can just find a way to win this. Just find a game. Just find a way to win this game. Just so much time and space. A side to side in that was Champions League going. A side in that was in Champions League going down in the same season. If Spurs don't come straight back up, they're dog shit. I mean, Spurs. Let's be fair. Spurs have to go down first. They are not there yet, are they? So let's. They love switching it. So having a I tell you what, having a good midfield, having a good midfield is just makes the game easier. Like Newcastle are not overawed here. Exactly, but Newcastle are fitter than us. Newcastle are more organised. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is a joke. I just need to see more. I need to see more from player of the season, Ballon d'Or, Bruno Fernandes. I just need to see more. Something says when Brentford and Sunderland are better than Spurs, we need to kidnap Tonali, lampoon Xmas vacation style. We need to do something because this midfield is. I can see another red card coming. I can see a United red card coming here. I can see it. Ahmad. I think Ahmad will change the game. I do. I think you bring on Ahmad. Don't jinx us with a red card, JB. I can see when, mate. We need to go in the next 10 minutes to kill the game and finish them. Scott, I don't see 4 goals, mate. I just don't see it, mate. I just don't see 4 goals in this game for us. I can see maybe a 2-1. The ref is fussy. I think the referee is basically the epitome of a Fernandes, mate. What are we doing? The reason why we have to pass from side to side is because we've got nothing through the fucking middle. I give you a red card. I give you a red card for being pedantic, and that'll be the end of the stream. Sorry. Watching Clinton Morrison slag off United. Clinton Morrison. I mean, Clinton fucking Morrison, the guy that played for Birmingham City. Clinton Morrison was fucking dog shit. Clinton fucking Morrison. He's dog shit. I think I'd rather a Titus Bramble rather than a Clinton Morrison. I'd rather a Weghorst than a Clinton Morrison. I wouldn't mind that Celtic lad. Yeah, he's yes. How are we letting them? Because we don't have a midfield, and we just don't have a midfield. We just don't have a midfield. We don't have a midfield. We don't have a midfield. He's salty. He's salty because we pumped Palace. Yeah. Clinton Morrison. Honestly. It's true that and the midfield, if like there is nobody there. There is nobody up top. There's nobody up top. It's just we win this, we go 6 behind City, and this is Scott. This is why we need to win it. Is this the same guy who thinks that we didn't beat Palace, then changed his tune to we barely beat them? Clinton Morrison, he used to play for Birmingham, didn't he? Oh yeah, God, that the guy who came on here and said that we lost to Palace. Oh my God, Ugate's coming on. Ugate's coming on. Fuck's sake. Ugate's coming on, by the way. Draw is not the end of the world. It's not like we're winning the league. Exactly, John. And I agree with you, John. Agreed. I don't think a draw is a sort of end of the world either, mate. I don't. Good tackle by Managerial there. Great tackle by Maz. Minute silence for Ugarte going to kill my... Oh, Ugarte. Luke Shaw and Casemiro. Oh, God. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Casemiro. Oh, fucking hell. Ugarte. Ugarte, and... holy shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, my... Jesus Christ. I like Shaw. Great. Oh, Scott. Jesus. Can anyone tell me why Delo on the bench, if he got his fifth yellow card against Palace? I don't know, actually. I don't know, Neil. That's a very, very good point. How did Casemiro, he got that shiner? Well, you know, I don't know, mate. I was trying to think of something intelligent to say. Well, be Ugarte taking back the games over this play. Oh, I mean, can you imagine an Ugarte winner? Imagine that. Imagine an Ugarte winner. Fucking hell. Ahmad. Bring on Ahmad. Bring on Ahmad. Bring on Ahmad. Free Ahmad. Free Ahmad. That's my thing for tonight. Free Ahmad. Free him. Free him. It would be a deflection. You said it here first. If the guy scores a winner, I'm selling him straight away. Craig says, hi, hello, Craig. Look, Ugarte, mate. Ugarte winner. Ugarte winner, and everyone goes mental. There you go. There you go. But I never said which side though. Never said which side though. Oh, United! Come on! I mean, look, you've got 11 men. I mean, what are we doing? Come on, United! Yes. United. Oh, Mazraoui, mate. Oof. Struggling against 10 men, Ray. Look, mate. We've seen this all season, buddy. We've seen this all season. This doesn't surprise me. You know, what you are going to get tonight is you're going to get flip-flops tonight who are going to be saying, oh, you know, United, oh, you know, they were, you know, we've been playing like this the whole season. This is not you. This is not you. Fucking Dan Burn's a giant. Jesus Christ. Craig says, hello boys, not been on for a while. Broke my leg in 3 different places. My Whitford career is over, so not been in a good place. Bloody hell, Craig. Jesus Christ. Craig, bloody hell. Mate, Craig, I hope, mate, I am speechless, Craig. Craig, mate, I am speechless, buddy. Speechless, mate. Craig, look, I've got no words, buddy. Craig, mate, look, I mean, there are more important things in life than you know. But Craig, mate, I mean, look, mate, I just hope your leg heals. But mate, I just let's give it up for Craig. Look, I mean, bloody hell, Craig. I mean, mate, I'm speechless, Craig. So look, I do hope that you're okay, buddy. I hope your leg is not like, you know, going to be a permanent sort of thing. Peyton says, "Hi, hello, Peyton. Get this out for God's sake." Oh my God. What is going on there? Kobe Mainu. Wow. 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 Carrick needs to look. When people are talking about Carrick for this job, this is now where Carrick needs to earn this job. Why is he struggling against Newcastle with 10 men? Why? Yeah, Craig, mate. Craig. Thoughts, mate, with Craig. Absolute legend, buddy. I mean, it's just, I'm gutted for you, mate. Gutted for you, buddy. Gutted. Craig says he went up for the ball, got taken out by the keeper, then the defender landed on me. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. Bloody hell, Craig. Bloody hell, Craig. I mean, that is ridiculous. Fucking hell, mate. I mean, I can't even imagine the pain, Craig. But look, chat, give it up for Craig, because that is horrific. So, Craig, buddy, look, mate, that is really, really sad to hear. But look, I'm glad that you're, you know, okay. You know, you know, but look, when one door closes, another door opens, and all that sort of stuff, buddy. So, yeah, fucking hell, Craig, that is horrific, mate. Horrific, buddy, horrific. John says, unpopular opinion, Manu is shite. Is Carrick settling for a draw? But he says, it's all good though, just want to see a win after Aston Villa lose. Big up to you lot. Look, Craig, I hope Ugarte goes and bangs in a winner for you, mate. John McQueen, I'm unconvinced. I'm unconvinced about a Kobe Manu. I don't think he's been particularly good in the last couple of games. I am struggling this season to understand what Kobe Manu is. Struggling. I am. Here we go. Go on, Maz. Oh, hit it. Oh, Sesko. Craig says, on a good note, I see my kids more as as I'm off work. Look, Craig. I mean, I don't know if that's a good no. Yeah, you know, look, any extra time you get to see the kids, and hopefully, if your kids are anything like my kids, they're pretty good kids, and they hopefully they are looking after dad, you know, and they're you know, making sure that you're okay, buddy. And again, John, you know, look, I agree with you. You know, I have a lot of opinions on here, and just because you've got an opinion, some people think that you hate a player. It's just an opinion, and I do want to stress what he says there is, just because it's an opinion doesn't mean it's an agenda. It's just an opinion. You know, I've got very strong opinions on a certain Mr. Bruno Fernandes. It doesn't mean that I hate him. It just means that I'm just not convinced on him. Bruno's just like some people's dads. He just goes missing. That's true, Scott. Well, Scott, I've not seen my dad, mate, for 34 years. So, you know, I'm not sure who I would want to. I'm not sure who I'd want to stick around more, Bruno Fernandes, or if my dad come back. I'm not quite sure which. You know. Oh, Ahmad, we've got to go in us. Trust the process, says Craig. I bloody hope so, mate. Someone has to nick it. Oh, Carrick is talking it over with Steve Holland. He's saying, shall we counter attack on the left, or should we counter attack on the right? He's not too sure. He's not too sure which side that he should counter on. Go on, Maguire. It is. Ugarte winner. Come on, this is set up. This set up for an Ugarte winner. Oh, come on. Come on, Bruno. Just do Bruno things. We need Bruno Fernandes to do Bruno Fernandes things. That's what we need him to do. We need him to do some Bruno Fernandes stuff. Just. Oh, come on. We just need a winner from somewhere. Like a draw's not the end of the world, but Bruno couldn't play past the parcel. We need this win while Liverpool just... I know, exactly. We do. That's Ugarte. I find when Chelsea or Villa lose, we drop points. We need this win, exactly. Go on, Ugarte. See that? Ugarte there. Ugarte's just... He's won a corner, has he? Come on, Ugarte. See that? Ugarte special coming in here. Come on, Ugarte. Bang! Go on, Maz. Bruno. Go on. Euro! Oh, Euro! That should... Oh... Should be a goal. Should be a goal. Oh. Nah, should have scored that. He's got to score that. He's got to score it. He's got to. Oh, what's with these shitty passes? Just someone do something. Oh, Ugarte, told you. Ugarte, I'm telling you, Ugarte. Ah. We're finally in the game. That's interesting. That's interesting. Ugarte was hoping you'd score. Ugarte was hoping you'd score so we can sell you. Oh, come on. Come on. Go on, Xerxes. Go on, Xerxes. The one positive I will say is at least Carrick is trying to win it. I do have to say that one of the biggest positives that I can say between Carrick and Rubin is the fact that Carrick is going to try to win this game. Harry reminds me of Harry and the Hendersons. Still plenty of time, just need to up the tempo. We do, Lucky. I mean, those away fans tonight, big up to the away fans. As always, big up to the match-going fans. United, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, Dallo. Oh, Dallo. Oh, Dallo. In Bumo, I mean, he does. The thing is with him, he should have scored, Nicky. In Bumo was okay. Like, he wasn't. I mean, it's such. When it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult for him. I don't know. I think he's just not having the best half of a season. We need to watch these corners now. That is a good point as well, Scott. Break. Oh, Cunha, lovely. Oh, Trippier, shut the fuck up. Seriously. I can imagine favourable ratings on, yeah. Come on. We just need a winner from somewhere. I don't care. Oh God, mate, just play the simple ball. It's nice. But the title race is well, the title race I think is done. The title race is done. $10 minutes. Come on. Oh, come on. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Well, I'm hoping that we should comfortably get top 5 now. Go on, Maguire. 26 watching only 17 likes. Thanks, Lucky. Here we go. We've got to win this. We don't play for 11 days after this, by the way. We don't play for 11 days, and then we've got Aston Villa. Tackle Ugarte. Go on, Ugarte. There's what says, how was the match? James, mate, we've not been good. We've not been great. Go on. Oh. James, we've not been great. We're still playing. James, it's been the same, mate. I think it's been the same. It's just not been great, James, buddy. I think we've been fortunate. I think if we get a draw, I think we've been fortunate. I don't think that we don't look like we're going to win it. I think Newcastle are going to go for a little bit of a smash and grab. But James, mate, we've basically played how we've been playing the whole half of the season, mate. It's not been great, buddy. It really hasn't. We've been really awful tonight. We need Ugarte tonight. Ugarte is the only man that can do it for us tonight. Go on, Ugarte. That's it, son. That's it. That's it, mate. Get into the box. Go on, Ugarte. Oh, here he is. Here he is. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, corner. Cunha. That's a corner, right? That's Bruno's third good pass of the night. Yeah. That's his third good pass of the night. Yeah, I agree with you, sluggish and lethargic. I mean, I don't understand at this point why we look so sluggish. I don't get it. 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 I thought Trippier was at Bayern Munich. Malasia's coming on. Quarter past 8, mate. So Mazraoui's off. Maz is off. Okay. No. No, that is Malacia. We've seen Tyrell for the first time in 2 years. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's going to be an Ugarte special. Like in Joe Linton today and Tonali, it is going to be a smash and grab. Come on. This is now attack against defence. Asset Maguire, great pass. Go on, Xerxes. Go on. Oh. Exactly. Oh. You're lucky to the Newcastle will just do this all day long. Come on. Just leaving it. Oh, lovely. Oh, Garte. Oh. Max says Carrick should never get the job. Max, we will discuss it after the game, Max. I keep saying this. Oh, Xerxes. That's a great shot by Xerxes. Oof. What a save that is. Wow. Go on, Ugarte. Get a winner. Ah. What a save that is. Jesus. Oh. Agree, John. The keeper there. What a fantastic save that was. And there we are. 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 Hedgie, look, this has been coming. This is why this has been coming. This has been coming for a long time. We need to get a grip. We are coasting on our name. This is a wake up call. Look, it is a. We are. You can't rock up. We will talk about this tonight. There's no point in me going mental. I'm not going to do that. We've seen this time and time again. That was a great goal. What a save! What a save! What a save! What a save! And what a goal! Dario, is that a man? Oh, Dario, mate, lame, boring, lame, boring, lame. Dario, mate, just honestly, mate, boring. Do you think this is the furthest Carrick can take us, or is he capable of going up a level? Jerry, no, he's not. I've never thought. I've never thought that Carrick is going to be the guy to take us all away. I don't. And again, Alfie, yeah, they scored. Leo Carrick out. Remote control fan, says Dario. Dario. Good luck to you, Dario. We'll talk about this. Look, I've been saying this for a long, long time. You guys are saying the same things that I've said. He's just. We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about this tonight. I'm only joking. Look, Dario, buddy, mate. There's no malice here, buddy. Last 4 games we were pants. There's no. I've been saying the same thing. Sully says absolute disgrace. I knew it was coming since West Ham. And look, Sully. What have we been saying, Sully, on here? What have we been saying, Sully? We've been saying that the performances matter. I keep saying this. I keep saying this over and over again. Is that the performances, they matter. The performances matter. The performances matter. The score should be changed, buddy. The score should be updated. It should be. It should be. It should be updated, mate. Should be updated. Should be updated. Oh. Poor. Honestly, pal, it's more frustrating being a Liverpool fan. St James's Park is a tough place to go and win, and there's no shame. Carrick as well today hasn't mentioned him before. Carrick as well today haven't mentioned him before, but no impact at all. Outclassed, but however, Newcastle they wanted it more. Battered by 10 men. Yep. Well, look, I'm gonna say something. I'll wait until the match is finished before I say something, because we say a lot on this channel, right? And I don't like to Oh, fuck you now. Just get it forward. For fuck's sake, get it forward. Do something. What was fuck off? Forget 2 games a week, we can only turn up for 1.5 weeks. Typical. Everton went there and won, and we capitulate. Absolute disgrace. United is back. Let's go, Chelsea. And look, I want to talk about these. There's just so much. There's just so much to unpack tonight. There's so much to unpack tonight. There's so much to talk about tonight. Newcastle fans need to fuck off. What have they won? Yeah, we're gonna unpack this tonight. We're gonna unpack it tonight. You know, I think again tonight. You know, just as when we win, I think we need a logical opinion, and I think when we lose, we need a logical opinion as well. We will get into this tonight because there are lots of things that many of you have said and lots of things that I have said about Michael Carrick that we're not convinced about. And tonight, for me, is one of those games where I think Carrick has found his level. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. You know, I just sluggish lacked ambition. I agreed with you. I've seen this coming against we will get into this. Right, that's it. So look, look, I am gonna do a match reaction straight after this, by the way. So before I am going to set up another stream, and I will do a match reaction after this as well. So look, before I go, I just really wanted to finish off the show and just say this. Look, this doesn't surprise me. I was talking about performance. Now, when we talk on here, JB away for a jobby first, mate. I need a massive piss. I just need a massive piss, mate. One thing I will say before I go and I come back is this. Look, I've been mentioning performance of this team for the last 3 or 4 games, and the reason why I mention it is because what we do is we play well, we get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and then these results get worse. This has been coming for the last 3 or 4 games, and my question to you is, and I will be back at about 25 to, is this as far as Carrick can go? Now, also, what I want to know tonight, because look, we are going to get extremities of views tonight. John said, awful showing, that was terrible. Carrick is not the man, and let's not forget his players. And John, the most frustrating thing for me is to be consistent. One of the most frustrating things for me is because I don't change because I'm like extremities in my views. I just keep my views as consistent as I can because I know what these players are. Tonight showed you again what these players are. You know what I want to ask tonight is, and when we come back on, I want those Bruno Fernandes fans tonight to come back on here and tell me tonight that Bruno Fernandes is fucking world class. I want to hear tonight from those of you who are Bruno Fernandes is world class, because Bruno Fernandes, as I keep saying, does world class things, but he doesn't do it consistently enough. Ridiculous. Look, guys, I am going to go. I do need to go to the loo. I'm just going to go for the biggest massive piss ever, and then I will be back in about. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. So look, guys, thank you for being here, watching the game. Absolutely ridiculous. But look, we will unpack it. I'm going to go away, going to go get a drink, come back, go to the toilet, and then we will talk about this game. So look, I will see you guys in about 20 minutes time, as quick as I can. And yeah, thank you guys. So those of you who have watched the show, thank you for being here for that shit show. Awful. I'm JB. This is the United